We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Jackson Center High School where the Houston Wildcats will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allenbaugh Insurance, and NKTelco. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Henschen, Shelby County Athletic League basketball action, Houston and the Tigers doing battle. First, Houston Wildcats as they're stuck in a rut. A young squad, only three upperclassmen on the entire rosters of the Wildcats. And as their coach Brian Gillespie likes to say, they're trying to compete each game. And this is the start of the second half of the season, so he wants some positivity for his Wildcats.
And that's all you can ask for, is to get better and to continue to compete. As you mentioned, this is the second half of the season. It ends tonight, the first round of the Shelby County Athletic League. Each team has now played each other one time, but this team's lost 5 in a row, and it's tough for a young team. You mentioned just 3 upperclassmen above a sophomore, if you will. It's tough for them to bounce back, and they're going to have a tough task tonight on the road against a pretty decent Jackson Center squad that's also young, maybe not quite as young, but young as well, and having a good season on the other side. Their enemy tonight, the Tigers.
Jackson Center stands 5-5 overall, 2-3, and Shelby County Athletic League and their coach Tiffany Brown wants to know what team's going to show up here. They played a great game against Minster and lost. Didn't play so well in their last outing against Fairlawn, but won.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. You scratch your head. That's why they call it a game. But they've won 3 of 4, and their only loss has been that overtime loss here at home to Minster.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
And our national anthem here on NKTelco Sports, and now our starting lineups, all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Force for the visiting Houston Wildcats, 3-7 overall. Olivia Burks, Katie Meyer, number 14 McKenna Vondenhavel, number 21 Taylor Maxwell, and number 24 Emily Earl. Burks, Meyer, Vondenhavel, Maxwell, and Earl The starters for the Wildcats, coached by Brian Gillespie. And now for the home team, Jackson Center Tigers, 5-5 overall. Number 4, a junior, Grace Pranger. Number 10, a sophomore, Presley Reese. Number 14, another sophomore, McKinley Reichert. And number 20, a junior, Addie Biederman. And another junior, number 44, Macy Kloppenstein. So it's Pranger, Reese, Reichert, Biederman, and Kloppenstein for Jackson Center. Starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. And now, our keys to the game for tonight's contest brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, first for the Houston Wildcats.
Coach Gillespie wants his team to execute on offense. Good movement with and without the basketball and good passing. Also have consistent communication on defense, no letdowns, and contain Biederman's three-point shooting and Reese's ability to drive with that left-handed floater that she can do so well.
And for the home team, the Jackson Center Tigers.
They're very aware of the leading scorer, Katie Meyer, for the Wildcats. They want to contain her. They also want to get out and get into some transition, use their speed a little bit, get some easy opportunity looks if possible. And they know how important winning the rebound margin is. They want to make sure they box out on defense and crash on offense, try to get some second chance opportunities.
Houston will have the basketball as Meyer will go inside. Shot partially blocked by Biederman. And the Tigers come back on offense. Reese over to the left side. It goes to Reichert. Biederman looks inside. Gets it back over to Reichert. Ball on the floor. Back out to Pranger. Biederman wants to take it inside, but Reese will have it. And it looks like what? Houston's they playing man-to-man. They like to play that zone matchup. We saw it in the junior varsity game.
Right now it looks like a true man-to-man as the Cutters go through for Jackson Center. The Houston Wildcats chase. They maybe switch, but they bounce back to their original girl and stay man-to-man.
6 minutes, 53 seconds to go. First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
There's
just
a
getting
drive.
Underway. Pranger's shot a little bit short. Or Reese, rather.
And that's part of what they talked about in the keys of the game. They know that Reese can drive, and she can do it right-handed, and she can also score it left-handed. That similar move. That time, she got pushed out kind of far.
Meyer will take it deep inside, and Kloppenstein will clear the rebound of the missed shot.
In transition, that's what Coach Brown talked about, and they execute.
And McKinley Reichert with the first basket of tonight's game, 6:21 to go. First quarter of basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Tigers up 2-0.
That is a great example there, Dave, of getting out in transition. A couple passes and a nice bounce to Reichert, who finishes. She's their leading scorer on the season.
Maxwell back out to Meyer. Shot doesn't go. Good position inside as Vondenabel for the rebound, but the shot doesn't go, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Jackson Center, and Biederman will toss it in.
Katie Meyer, Houston's leading scorer, just over 10.5 points a game. 3 shots here early in each of their possessions, unable to get her looks to go down yet, and they missed the opportunity on the second chance.
Reese lobs it inside to Kloppenstein, dishes it off to Reichert. Rebound comes down to Olivia Burks. Meyer across the timeline. Reese is on her as the Wildcats will work the perimeter. Vondenabel, 15-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Reese. Biederman, there's the three. Got it. Addie Biederman just lets it go, and it's 5-0 Jackson Center.
Good-looking shot for the left-hander, and again, that's something that Coach Gillespie talked about. Contain Biederman's three-point shooting. You don't want her to get off to a good start where she's contagious with it. She did hit her first one. A lot of times that's what shooters like to do, is make their first shot that gives them the green light more often and a lot more confidence.
Meyer with the basketball. Back over to Maxwell. Vondenabel will cut to the hoop. Maxwell will bring it back to Meyer. Meyer will shoot the three. Rims in and out. quick rebound. Shot no good there by Emily Earl. As Reese will push it across the timeline. Finds Pringer on the left side. Pringer will handle it out front. Reichert. Pringer goes to the corner. Kloppenstein out front as Reese rotates into the corner as they take it to Biederman. Biederman into the baseline, back out front. Reese. Presley Reese. Timeout, Houston. 8-0 run to start. Good sign for the Tigers. Our score, Jackson Center 8, Houston nothing. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Jackson Center out to the quick start, Jeff. Some pretty good shooting for the Tigers.
Well, they've had good ball movement. The last score, Biederman goes baseline, flips it over to Reichert across the baseline. She feeds Reese because all the defense had collapsed, and Reese then knocks down the three-point shot. So, yes, good ball movement, and so far the Tigers have shot very well. 3 of 5 from the field, including 2 3-point buckets made. It's Houston, though, that's had the opportunities, just not been able to connect on anything. And the woes, if you will, shooting woes continue.
They've been able to get the shot inside. It's just not falling for them. Like you said, Jackson Center, some great ball movement. And they're up 8-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Maxwell's shot no good. Rebound Earl. It doesn't fall. And there's going to be a rebound there by Burks. And Burks will go to the line.
0 for 10 right now are the Wildcats. And they've had 5 now offensive rebounds, so they've had some chances. It's not like they've been turning the ball over. Neither team I have down as a turnover yet. And the shooting woes continue even here for the freshman, 5'8", number 1, Olivia Burks. Played some JV. You mentioned the numbers, Dave. Not a lot of athletes, and a lot of these varsity girls played some JV action as well.
Yeah, Burks and Vondenhevel as...
And you can play 6 quarters a night.
Yeah.
So I know that Burks played at least 2 in the first half. I'm not for sure what she got in the second half, but she's good to go then, probably with at least 3, maybe 4 quarters.
And Vondenhevel played about half the game and had like 15 or so in the 16, I believe, the junior varsity contest. 8-1 our score. Houston gets on board. Tigers in the offense. Inside it goes to Pringer. Back out to Reese. Gets it back over to Biederman. Biederman puts it on the floor. And Earl is going to come up with it.
First turnover of the game.
Meyer scoots up court.
Whoa, that could be a charge.
Used that elbow. Pretty obvious call, and foul will go against Meyer.
Nice job by Presley Reese, holding her ground and, drawing contact. Not only the turnover, but the first foul. It may add up. That's Katie Myers, her leading scorer. She's off to a rough start, 0 for 4 from the field, but if you can get her some foul trouble, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the other girls for the Wildcats.
Meyer comes into today's game averaging 10.6 points per game. 4 assists, 4 steals, 4 rebounds.
Does a lot for them, so, if she goes out, they're going to be struggling. Good ball movement.
And Kloppenstein, the junior, connects.
Pretty crisp passing, though, right on the money. And Kloppenstein, that's a tough shot, the baseline jumper. And the junior gets it for her first bucket of the game.
4 out of 5 players on the floor have scored for Jackson Center. Maxwell trying to work inside, puts it up and in. Taylor Maxwell.
I thought maybe she was going to get whistled for a charge. It looked like she kind of, bodied against Reichert, and yes, used that arm a little bit, but no call. And fortunately for the Wildcats, they get a field goal here. It took them a while, almost 6 minutes into the game before they get their first field goal. They trail by 7.
Maxwell, one of 2 seniors on the Houston roster. Shot is no good. A rebound comes down to Earl. Wildcats push it up court. Vondenhevel, shot doesn't go. Rebound, Biederman. She'll clear the board and bring it up court. Reese and Reichert already down there. They'll come back out as Pranger will run the point. Burks is on her, and Reese will take over. Minute 25 to go, first quarter. Tigers off to a good start, 10-3 here against Houston. Biederman, Kloppenstein, there's the shot, no good. Rebound, taken away there by Reichert. Kloppenstein will put it back up and draw the foul. So Macy Kloppenstein will go to the free throw line.
I was looking down. Did Houston rebound it and then Reichert stole the ball?
That is correct. Reichert just very aggressive. Houston came down with the ball, and Reichert just took it right away. Kloppenstein's free throw rims out, and Kendall Reese will come into the lineup for the Tigers, a sophomore. Free throw is good. Kloppenstein with 3 points, and it's 11-3 as we enter the final minute of our opening quarter of play. Meyer on Reichert. Ball is going to go off of Meyer and out of bounds.
The shot was blocked, you think, or was it a pass?
Well, that was a blocked shot, I think. I think she was trying to take it up, and
it looked, I would have said the same thing. I don't know which Tiger blocked it. It could have been Reichert.
I would have said Reichert with a block. Running right-hander by Pranger, no good. If she was passing it, I'm not sure where it was going. Looked like it was trying to be take it up on the shot as Emily Earl hits the hardwood floor here in Jackson Center.
Well, I thought her head hit the floor is what I thought. Maybe not. She appears to be just fine. Maybe my anticipation was wrong, but another look here for the Tigers on offense.
Clock coming up on 30 seconds. Reese out front. Gets it over to Kloppenstein. Reichert on the right side. Tosses it over to Reese. Presley Reese. Clock coming up on 10 seconds here, as you can see, counting down. Pranger back out front. Kendall Reese with a 15-footer. Shot no good. Kloppenstein had the rebound as well as another Wildcat. Possession arrow will favor Houston, and so with 3.4 seconds, the ball goes into Meyer. Meyer will take it into the lane, puts it up and in at the buzzer. So Houston recovers a little bit at the end of this quarter. Our score, Jackson Center 11, Houston 5. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Jackson Center will have the basketball to start quarter number 2. Tigers up 11-5 over Houston.
Took the Wildcats, Dave, a while to get going. They didn't score their first field goal until about 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and then they got one then, and then right at the buzzer, a nice drive by Katie Meyer. You can see why she's so difficult to guard. She went, half court through a bunch of Tigers defense, got the bucket, her first field goal to go of the game, but Houston 2 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. That's not a very good percentage, and Jackson Center 4 of 11. So neither team shooting extremely well, but the Tigers have hit more of their shots.
Reichert with a jump shot, no good. Meyer with a rebound.
Houston, 5 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. Really never converted any of them into buckets.
There we go. Emily Earl, turnaround jumper.
But they have scored now in back-to-back possessions for the Wildcats, and I believe it was at least an 8-1, maybe a 10-1 deficit. Now it's a 4-point margin for the Tigers.
Reichert, 15-footer, but Vondenabel will be guilty of the foul. It just seemed like Houston was just crashing the boards, getting the shots, but nothing going in.
Exactly.
In that first quarter. And the 5 offensive rebounds, that's a lot of rebounds.
And came up without points.
And you get 0 for it until the very end, finally, of the quarter. They begin to get on track as Reichert misses the free throw.
And Jackson Center started out very well shooting. I know at one point I think I said they were 3 of 5 maybe from the field, and they finished 4 of 11. So if that's the case, they finished 1 of 6 in that first quarter, and now they've missed Reichert's first field goal attempt in the first possession, and they do get a free throw here for their first point of the quarter.
5-point Jackson Center lead.
But Meyer, very crafty and good ball handler. She can make a lot of things happen. They're tough to guard where you can handle the ball and attack the basket because it puts the defense in a very difficult spot. A lot of times you can draw fouls when you get in close, and I thought that was tipped. It should stay with Houston.
I think they're going to discuss that, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And they've got another freshman, Houston does, number 4, Lauren Krim, who saw extensive action in the junior varsity contest, is in the lineup right now as we start the second quarter. Maxwell into the lane, running right-handed shot, no good. Reichert will clear it, outlet pass, Biederman. Reese, shot doesn't go, and Reichert guilty of the foul on the rebound.
Pretty good outlet. The Tigers got in transition, and tough shot for Reese. Looked like flat-footed. Didn't get a real good jump. It was left-handed, but she can shoot left-handed. She hasn't yet tonight, but they don't come up with the transition bucket, and Reichert picks up her first, team's second.
Earl puts the shot up, no good. Biederman with the rebound. Down the center of the court, 15-footer. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to stay Jackson Center basketball. Reese is going to inbound it. Reichert will get it. Short jumper, no good. Kloppenstein puts it up, no good. Maxwell has it. It's going to be chased down by Meyer, Katie Meyer, that is, who brings it across the timeline. Earl with the shot. It's short and goes out of bounds. Tigers with a 5-point lead.
Each team kind of in a shooting funk right now as the Tigers have not shot very well. Over 4 to start the second quarter, and Houston just 1 of 4, so neither team shooting a high percentage. Turnovers have been very minimal so far, so each team has taken good care of the basketball. Just shots have not dropped.
Pranger's open just inside the arc. Shot no good. Reichert, turnaround jumper, no good, as Krim may have gotten away with one there. Meyer down court. It's going to be tipped out of bounds as goes off Reese.
Her shot there kind of got a little bit altered, if you will, but they'll get another look. A team rebound here in this case, and chance to go back to work on second chance opportunity.
Meyer trying to work her way into the lane. Shot no good and goes out of bounds.
Another try. Again, she's strong enough with the ball. She's not extremely tall. I mean, she's not a little girl, but she's athletic. She can weave with that basketball, kind of back herself down, and she can create shots. That's tough to guard.
Krim. Short jumper, no good. And Kloppenstein will clear it for the Tigers.
Well, they survived multiple looks there, Dave, and Houston comes up with 0 points, and Jackson Center gave up a couple more offensive rebounds that possession, but it didn't hurt them.
They got a lot of shots off and no points. Houston did. Reichert. Clock at 5 minutes. First half action here on NKTelco Sports. Reese. Reichert trying to come across. Back over to Prenger. Biederman is in the wing, working on Maxwell. And that's going to be an unforced turnover. I think Biederman was anticipating a cut by somebody or a break.
I think it was thrown right in the middle between Prenger and Reichert. And I think Prenger thought it was going to Reichert, and Reichert thought it was going to Prenger. Now, neither girl was really, quote, moving. So you're right. Maybe Biederman thought a cutter was going to happen, but it went right between two Tigers, out of bounds. Their second turnover, one turnover for the Tigers in each quarter.
Burks, number one, with it. Back over to Krim. Burks tipped away. And we've got a timeout, Jackson Center. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
Nice job by Kendall Reese, Dave, diving on the floor, keeping it alive, and creating the turnover.
All timeouts tonight brought to you by Precision Strip. I want to thank the folks at Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that tonight's high school varsity basketball action here on NKTelco will be replayed on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Sunday, January the 8th at 9 p.m. and Tuesday, January the 10th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So replays, if you're watching us live and you want to see it again, Sunday, January the 8th at 9 p.m. Tuesday, January the 10th at 5 p.m. on NKTelco Channel 3 or HD on Channel 503. Lainey Peacock into the lineup for...
She is just one of two seniors on the roster for the Houston Wildcats, her and Maxwell. And Jackson Center, no seniors on the roster, so only two seniors on the court tonight.
Reichert will have the ball back over to Kloppenstein. Reese in the wing. She'll take the shot. No good, or rather Biederman.
Long two-point shot there by Biederman off the mark, but Tigers with 0 for now 6 here to start the quarter, and that's kind of similar how the Houston Wildcats opened up the ball game. They at one point I think were 0 for 10 before they finally got a little bit of rhythm. Now they've only made 1 of 7 here, or 1 of 6 here in the quarter.
And the Wildcats will turn it over. Biederman will bring it up court.
4 turnovers in the game now for the Wildcats, 2 in each quarter.
Reichert. Boy, that offense, it looked so good in the first quarter.
Well, it's because the ball went in the basket. When they shot it, they got some good looks.
Kendall Reese shot a little bit short.
Chance so for the Tigers with their 4th offensive rebound of the quarter. Likewise, unable to do anything with them so far, but a chance here for Reichert to score from the free throw line, where she's 1 for 2 here in the quarter.
And Reichert will step to the line. 5-point lead for the Tigers, as Maxwell will return. Emily Earl, 5'11" sophomore, will catch a breather. Second free throw, good, and Reichert has 5 points. 14-7. Jackson Center with the lead. 3 minutes to go, first half action. Burks, a couple of freshmen out front there for the Wildcats. Meyer looks at Maxwell inside, battling Biederman. She'll go into the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Reichert up court. Reese, she'll draw the foul. That's going to go against Lauren Krim.
Krim will pick up back-to-back fouls in consecutive possessions. That's last time she fouled Reichert, and now she'll foul Presley Reese.
First free throw is good as Presley Reese, the sophomore, connects. Second free throw also good. Lead at 9 points for the Tigers.
Reese now with 4 points, 2 in each quarter.
Meyer to Maxwell. Burks will have the basketball and take it to the baseline. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. I think we'll see who gets the foul. Might be Biederman.
It is. It's Biederman's first team foul number 3, and that was a nice move by Olivia Burks. I noticed in the JV game she had a quick first step with the basketball, and that time it rewarded her. She got to the basket. She missed a shot, but able to get her offensive rebound, but not able to capitalize as of yet. She's 1 of 2 from the line, now 1 of 3.
Burks with their second free throw. Shot a little bit too hard. Reichert with the rebound. Top of the arc. Looks over to the left side and Pranger. Reichert now with it. Beats her man, puts it up and in. Nice move by McKinley Reichert, and the sophomore puts her team up 18-7.
7 points in the game, a nice move. Almost thought it was going to get blocked there near the end, but she's able to either avoid the hands, but did a nice job finishing off the glass, and she's now scored 5 points here in the quarter to give her 7 in the game.
Krim with it, back out to Meyer. Reese has guarded Meyer for most of this game. Reese will go to the corner. That's where she'll get the basketball. Maxwell battling Reichert. They try to get it inside, and Reichert will find it. Kloppenstein off balance. Rebound. Reese, still a scramble for it. Houston's going to get it. Meyer's going to have it. Houston will take a 30-second timeout with 1:07 to go. And this timeout all brought to you by Precision Strip. Houston a little bit frustrated here. They find themselves down 18-7 as Houston coach Brian Gillespie will try and map some strategy here to change the offensive woes that his team's having right now.
You can draw all you want on a whiteboard, you can talk, but if you can't put the ball in the basket, it's not like they haven't had opportunities. And so far, each team has really done a good job taking care of the basketball. It's not like turnovers are a huge portion of this game. It's just the ability to score. And Coach Gillespie, he's come in with a lot of years coaching experience. I believe 15 on his resume at various stops along the way. But, both these coaches are first-year coaches at their schools. Gillespie at Houston and Coach Brown, first year at Jackson Center. And like every coach, you want to try to build your program. And both these programs are young, so it takes a while to get that continuity. But tell you what, you can talk, you can preach, you can coach, you can do all that, but if you can't score, it makes it tough to compete on a regular basis.
Maxwell with the jumper. There you go.
Long 2-pointer. Timeout must have worked, so whatever he drew up, perfect.
It worked.
Yes.
And it's 18-9. Reese with it over on the left side.
That 11-point lead was the biggest by the Tigers. I think Houston had it down to maybe 4 back early in the second quarter after a bad start for the Wildcats, but now it's back to 9 following the bucket by Maxwell.
Just points are tough for the Wildcats right now. Jump shot by Reichert, and she'll connect.
That's tough to defend when you elevate ball above your head. You don't push it from your chin. You go vertical. Good finish by Reichert, who's coming on big time here as of late.
Maxwell will get the easy basket with 3 seconds to go. That's going to end our first half of basketball here from the Tigers' den in Jackson Center. Our score, Jackson Center Tigers 20, the Houston Wildcats 11. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an Internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Halftime here at Jackson Center. Two teams and an offensive dogfight here, 20-11. Jackson Center with the lead. Tigers really started out fast and came back down to earth a little bit when the shots didn't all fall. But it's 20-11, and let's take a look at those halftime numbers, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
For the Houston Wildcats, 5 of 23 from two-point range, 0 for 1 from three-point range. Overall, 5 of 24 for just 20%. 5 of 24 for the Wildcats. For Bikins, 4 of 20 two-point shooting, 2 of 4 three-point shooting, a total of 6 of 24, a little bit better. The 25% is better than 20. A little bit of difference here. A couple of theirs were three-point buckets, and then free throw shooting was also a little bit of a difference, where the Wildcats were just 1 of 4, only 4 opportunities. They made 1. Tigers had 8 opportunities, making 6 of them. So the Tigers cash in a little bit on three-point shooting, hit a few more free throws, helped them to the 9-point lead. Rebounding for the Houston Wildcats, they've had a lot of rebounds. They have had 19, and 8 of those offensive. Not really able to capitalize on those offensive rebounds, though. Part of their 19 rebounds, in Jackson Center, 20 rebounds. 8 of those also offensive rebounds. So we haven't really seen those second chance hurt each other. And turnovers, not that many. Houston has committed 5, and Jackson Center just 2. So you can't blame your team for giving the ball away. It just comes down to putting the ball in the basket now when you have those opportunities.
Yeah, and Jackson Center got off to a good start. And
hot shooting, and then they kind of went cold. And then, boy, at the end of the second quarter, they kind of capitalized. Much to do from McKinley Reichert. Made her last 2 field goals, made 2 free throws, so 2, 4, 6 points basically from her that all came late in that second quarter. They kind of helped reduce that drought that they had, and Houston started off bad, got a little bit hot, went warm in the second quarter, and then got real cold to end the quarter. Until Maxwell got a couple buckets near the end. So, it's anyone's ball game right now. It's just a matter of who can find that scoring rhythm and confidence.
Maxwell with a missed shot. Reese will bring it down court and draw the foul. And that's right there. You get a couple of good looks. Houston did, but no points.
Yep. Again, they had some nice looks. And then quickly, as a key to the game for Coach Brown, to get out in transition. Again, it seemed like Reese got out in front and had the advantage moving forward, and cashes in on her free throw opportunity to kind of take advantage of that. She's now 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
7:41 to go, third quarter just underway here in the second half. She'll knock home both free throws, and the lead now is 11 points. Meyer with the basketball. Reese on her.
Boy, nice double pump a little bit.
Shot doesn't roll home. Houston will maintain the basketball.
Reese has been guarding Katie Meyer all night. Now, that time she got around her and got a shot, but boy, you mentioned the defense they played on Meyer. It's been pretty good tonight.
Earl puts the shot up and puts the second shot up and gets it.
That might be the first, quote, second chance opportunity that either team has been able to cash in on, and good job by Emily Earl for her fourth point.
Kloppenstein will get the basket after a nice feed from Grace Pranger. 24-13, lead stays 11. Meyer wants to go inside. Reese on her, and I think there's going to be a reach.
Reese will pick up the foul, her first. Now, you mentioned Reese. For the most part, she has been guarding her. I think Katie Meyer. Meyer's just 1 of 10 from the field, so Reese doing a nice job, doing enough distraction and hand in the face, if you will, against Meyer to not let her get going. She's one of those players, though, that when she gets her confidence down and the shots start going, she could score from where she's at now, or she could score probably shooting it backwards inside. I mean, she's just that type of player that can make things happen. And but if you don't let her get started, then it doesn't happen.
Reichert with a partially blocked shot there of Maxwell. Houston will inbound it, and Olivia Burks looking to lob it inside. Vondenhavel will take the shot. No good. Biederman comes away with a rebound. Took an extra step in the backcourt.
Third turnover of the game for the Tigers, 1 in each quarter. Wildcats scoring in half. Leading them in scoring was Taylor Maxwell with 6. Katie Meyer with 2, and Olivia Burks with 1. Add to that total now Emily Earl, that field goal a couple possessions ago, the leading scorers, or the only scorers for Houston to this through half and into the third quarter.
Meyer with it out front. She'll shoot the 3. Shot no good. Comes down to Reese. Fast break outlet pass to Reichert, up and in.
Well,
nice fast break.
Perfect. Getting out into transition, quote unquote. That is getting out into transition. You got Reese, who's a lengthy player, got the rebound, can handle the basketball. Reichert can run. And I believe a Houston Wildcat maybe fell down to maybe help that look a little bit more open. But boy, a nice pass on the money. A steal here by Presley Reese, but a beautiful pass and a good finish for Reichert.
Biederman into the lane. Got it. Addie Biederman.
Well, the Tigers have opened up 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line in this quarter. So a good start for the Tigers, and you can feel the gap widening now. It's up to 15.
Earl takes it inside and draws the foul as Kloppenstein will pick up her first foul for the Tigers. Earl with the free throw.
Earl, I said earlier, she had 2 points in the first half, then get the field goal here in the third quarter, so she now has 4 for the sophomore that comes in averaging just under 6.5 points a game.
Second free throw is good. Biederman at the arc. Shot no good. Rebound is going to go.
First missed shot of the quarter for the Tigers, Dave, and that'll give the Wildcats, I should say, a break, if you will, and a chance here. Now a 14-point lead. They need to chip away and start obviously scoring in most of the possessions, try to climb back into the ball game.
Vondenhavel to the baseline, back over to Meyer. Meyer wants to go inside, push back out there. Over to the left side, Vondenhavel. Maxwell runs the cut, and Vondenhavel with the short shot. Reese with a rebound. Reese up court. Biederman connects, but Reese is going to be guilty of the player control foul. The charge, her second. 4:54 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Katie Meyer Not only an offensive star for the Wildcats and an assist leader and steals leader, but also taking a charge there against Reese. So doing good defense on her part as well, drawing the charge.
Grace Pranger trying to take it away from Burks. It's going to go out of bounds and off of the freshman Burks. Wildcats trying to keep the pressure on. Reese across the timeline, or working on Meyer.
Quite a bit of contact there. Reese able to maintain her balance, avoid the turnover, but the Tigers do turn it over in a drive by, I believe it was Reese, or Biederman.
Earl's shot no good. Vondenhavel will chase it down, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Reese, and she'll bring the basketball up court for Jackson Center. Goes to the right side. Trying to get it inside to Kloppenstein. Beautiful play.
Yep. A simple shot fake, drew the defense out. What I loved most, Dave, was the bounce pass was where it needed to be. The defense was on the top side. Reese threw it towards the block. Kloppenstein simply had to catch it, turn, and put it off the glass. Assist from Presley Reese.
Myers going to connect.
Meyer, just her second field goal made. That's her 4th point. One of the few times she's been able to score with Presley Reese in her face. Got the step back jumper to drop down. Nice backdoor cut.
There's the feed. Another one. Reichert is going to score. And I'll tell you, for Jackson Center's perspective, the two largest ovations have been on their last 2 offensive possessions.
Because they've been beautiful passes. I mean, yeah, they scored. That's great. But, boy, the beautiful passes and a good cut that last time at Reichert, and Reese hit her right in stride. And now the biggest lead of the game is 16.
Meyer starting to warm up and hits the 15-footer full timeout. Houston. Our score, Jackson Center 32, Houston 18. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
14-point lead for Jackson Center as Tigers really staking their claim to this game here in the third quarter with 2:50 to go. A couple of beautiful passes on their last 2 offensive possessions. Kendall Reese goes inside that time to Kloppenstein. It's tipped away.
The 2 beautiful assists from Presley Reese really kind of sparked that Tigers offense, but Houston's got to like something now is that Katie Myers scored her last 2 shots. She's been able to create good shots to drop. Missed assignment there. You won't get it much easier than that. Kloppenstein gets the open look, her 3rd bucket of the quarter. Now her 9th point in the game, but this girl right here has been misses that one, but if they can get her going, that'll help climb into what is now a 16-point lead, but she misses that opportunity.
Kloppenstein goes to the floor. Ball is going to stay with the Tigers. And Biederman will inbound it. Reichert out front. She'll handle it. Meyer trying to take it away from her. Dumps it off to Pranger. Tries to get the ball to Kloppenstein, but we've got a whistle and a foul, I believe, away from the basketball. Foul is going to go against Vondenhavel.
Her 3rd.
Biederman in trouble. Reichert's going to get it. Back out to Biederman. Biederman in towards the lane as Reese. I think they wanted to travel there.
Yeah, it looks a little awkward, but it could have been a jump stop. It's anymore, I have trouble figuring out what's, quote, a travel. The way you take the step and the hop, and yeah, it's tough. They didn't get the call, so play on.
Yep. Back out front it comes. Reichert with it in the wing. 1:38 to go, third quarter action. Looking to Kloppenstein. They'll lob it indoors. Vondenhevel will get a part of the basketball to come back down to Kloppenstein. Dumps it off to Reese. And nice turnaround jumper by Kendall Reese.
Her first bucket of the game comes on a second chance. Albeit that first one was blocked, but the Tigers get the board back, and then Reese connects.
Outside jumper is Lauren Krim. Three-pointer.
Their first made triple of the game. I have them only down as their second attempt, so.
Ball goes to the floor. Picked up. Krim off the glass, no good. Kendall Reese. Back over to Biederman. Kind of wild action here.
I saw a ball down. I saw a bunch of people diving head first. I'm thinking, oh, please, no head contact. And there wasn't any, but Krim came up with a tough break. If they could have used that bucket from her following her three-point basket, then couldn't get that follow-up on the transition steal attempt.
Tigers, they'll pull it back out. Got some time here. Clock coming up on 20 seconds. Reese back out to Prenger, over to Reichert. Clock at 15 seconds.
Getting a 5-second count almost. Now she broke it.
Meyer sneaking out on Reichert. Reichert wanting to go inside, gets it over to Prenger. She's picked up there, but she'll throw the shot up as the horn sounds to end quarter number 3. Our score, Jackson Center 36, Houston 21. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Jackson Center will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. 15-point lead and a very good quarter for the Tigers.
They outscored the Wildcats 16-10, Dave. Did so in 7 of 10 shooting. So, yes, you talk about a very good quarter. 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line, and moved the ball very well and hit their shots. Wildcats 4 of 15 from the field, so you can see the difference there. 7 of 10 versus 4 of 15, and result 16-10 advantage that quarter for the Tigers offense.
Reichert with the basketball. Back over to Reese, looking to go inside. She'll find the baseline, and Kloppenstein. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound. Reichert, shot doesn't fall, but McKinley will go to the free throw line.
Nice job by the Tigers. It looked like Coach Gillespie was trying to maybe pressure the ball a bit or maybe get some trapping, and boy, Jackson Center didn't. They withstood that pressure, passed the ball well, didn't have the turnover, didn't, let's say, play that game of the turnover, letting Houston get some confidence. So job well done by the Jackson Center offense. $14 points in the game now for number 14, McKinley Reichert.
15 now as she connects on another free throw, and the lead is at 17 points.
I put that down as 2 points off second chance opportunities there. She was able to follow up the missed shot, fouled in the act of shooting, so 2 points there, and they got 2 in the third quarter.
Maxwell shot short. Rebound out Reichert. Pranger. Rebound Reese. Partially blocked there by Burks as it goes out of bounds. Tigers with the basketball. Presley Reese will inbound it. Reichert.
That was maybe a minor detail, but that was a nice pass by Reese as there's a good steal and transition opportunity.
Meyer for the bucket.
But that last simple out of bounds play, Reese bounced it before Reichert was even there. It was made it very easy for Reichert to get it, and here's Reese finishing.
All the way goes Presley Reese.
Well, back-to-back buckets in transition. Meyer for the Wildcats, and then Reese just kind of took it all the way on the right side. No one picked her up. Reese now with 9 in the game.
Tigers with a 17-point lead. Coming on strong here in the second half. Meyer.
Shooting the ball much better from the field.
Burks into Vondenhavel. She's going to take an extra step. Couple of freshmen there in the action there for Houston as Reese gets it over to Reichert. Right side Pranger, down low Kloppenstein.
Nice pass by Pranger. Better job by Kloppenstein as well, coming across the lane, asking for the ball rather than waiting and standing and waiting for it, letting the Wildcats get in front. Kloppenstein stepped, caught the pass, made it in rhythm shot. She now has 11 points in the game, double figures along with her and Reichert at 15.
Reese has her hands on it. Comes back to Burks. Meyer will shoot the three. No good. Ball comes down to Pranger. Grace will bring it up court. Over to the left side. Reese to Reese and back out front. It goes to Presley Reese.
You didn't say Reese Cup, did you?
I tried.
Okay. Reese to Reese. I'm like, I'm getting
Reese
hungry
to Reese.
I like Reese Cups.
Yeah.
I believe they're cousins.
Turnaround jumper by Reichert. No good. And Kloppenstein with a rebound. Presley Reese with the shot. No good. And
Pranger with the foul.
4 minutes and 54 seconds to go as Kloppenstein will come out and Biederman will come back in. Well, there's the dive as
it'll stay with Houston, but that's the second time tonight that or was it earlier right before Jackson Center called a timeout in the first half? I don't know if it was Biederman or now if it was Kendall Reese. One of those girls dove down right here in the Jackson Center logo to save a ball, and they called a timeout. And again, that time it was number 24, Kendall Reese, going to the dirt, to the floor, but the possession favors the Wildcats. They avoid the turnover.
Rebound comes down to Presley Reese.
She's had a number of rebounds as well tonight as number 10 for the Tigers.
Pass all the way across to Pranger. Pranger takes it inside. Shot blocked there by Burks. Rebound to Earl.
Oh,
Meyer.
We got fouled.
Trying to take it up, and as she went up, she gets the foul. Draws the foul.
It was on the floor, so will not be shooting. That's a third foul against Presley Reese.
Inbounds pass to Meyer. Meyer will bring it back out. Vondenheuvel got it.
Long two-pointer.
McKenna Vondenheuvel
5'10" freshman, her first points of the game, and that was a foot on the line, so it's about as deep as a 2-point shot as you can get.
Reese has it. Clock at 3:40 to go. 42-25. 17-point lead.
A win tonight for the Tigers would put them above 500, Dave, at 6-5.
That's a big win for them.
Yes, I think they started off the season with a loss, so it would be the first time maybe over 500.
And I'm not so sure, if I remember right, how many wins did they have last season? I want to say 6.
Yeah, I can look here, but that's a turnover on Katie Meyer. But yeah, that's they've won 3 of 4. This would be 4 or 5, and the only loss in that run right now is an overtime loss here at home against a pretty decent Minster team. So they've been playing some very good basketball, have the Tigers, and both these teams are young. It just seems like the Tigers are younger, but kind of more veteran here with the people they have back. A lot of these girls played some minutes last year, but both teams very young.
Yeah, lots of. I think that's a good point, Jackson Center. Most of the players for the Tigers saw a lot of varsity play last year. Houston, on the other hand, Coach Brian Gillespie's trying to get everybody up to speed, and a lot of the girls on the varsity play a couple quarters on the junior varsity, as he's got a couple of freshmen. They've seen a lot of playing time here tonight, as Reichert's free throw is no good.
Both.
And they start, they only start one senior, and that's Taylor Maxwell, a 5'9" senior. And Katie Meyer's back again, too, for next year. She's only a junior, but still playing for this year right now.
You talked about last season's record, 6-17 were the Tigers last year. So win tonight
will match last year's total.
Yes, good point, Dave.
Prenger over to Reese.
Year before that it was 5, so they've had some lean years of 6 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins before that, and 1 before that. So they're definitely going in the right direction.
Biederman, 15-footer, no good. Reichert crashes the boards. Gets it back out to Reese. Shot no good. Reichert still pounding the boards, and she'll go to the floor. And
another look here for the Tigers. Possession favors the Jackson Center girls, so they'll get another look here. This will be their 3rd chance on this possession to try to score.
Inbounds to Reichert. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. There's Reese. Rims in and out once again. Reichert has it. Peacock's going to tip it away.
It'll stay with the Tigers, so this will be the 4th look.
So they keep pounding away. We're 2:05 to play in this one. Inbounds pass. Biederman. Easy bucket.
Good cut and crisp pass by Presley Reese to Addie Biederman. Biederman now with 7 points.
44-25 on the First National Bank first scoreboard. Meyer double team. Back out to Earl. Maxwell will shoot and connect.
8 points now in the ball game for Maxwell. Came in averaging just under 10. She's at 8 right now with 1.5 minutes to play in the ball game.
There's the easy bucket, and Presley Reese will score. She goes into double figures.
With
what
11.
Balance.
Yes, very well. A lot of equal scoring tonight by the Tigers.
Meyer off the glass.
10 points now for Katie Meyer, just below her season average of 10.6. 8 of those points have come here in the second half. She's, let's say, beginning to get her groove, but right now a little bit maybe too late with just 1 minute to go. Good timeout by Coach Brown. Gets some support players into the ball game.
All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. We got a break of the action. Jackson Center 46, Houston 29. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Don't give me that stuff. What?
Jackson Center with the basketball. Got a few new players in the Tiger lineup. Number 54, Zoe Polschneider, end of the game, as is number 22, Audrey Bird. Bird is a freshman, so a few newcomers in the lineup as the final seconds of this one count down. Nice win for Jackson Center. Reichert with it. Back out to Reese. Bird will have it.
This win tonight, Dave, will put the Tigers above 500 for the first time all year. They opened up the season 0-2 with losses to Bethel and Russia.
And McKinley Reichert hits a 15-footer at about 12 seconds to go.
Reichert now with 17 in the game.
Meyer. And that's going to be it as Meyer's shot is waved off at the end. Final score, it's a Jackson Center victory, 48-29 over Houston, as the Tigers led all the way against the Wildcats. Houston falls to 3-8 and 1-5 in league play. Jackson Center, as Jeff said, ups their overall record to 6-5 and evens their record in league play at 3-3. Nice win for Coach Tiffany Brown's Jackson Center Tigers here on their home floor. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Tonight's game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allenbaugh Insurance, and NKTelco. Other sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. Also a special thanks to our Jackson Center Live View sponsor. That's Allenbaugh Insurance here in Jackson Center. Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. Starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. And our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco, and we'll get to that here in just a moment. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays will be Sunday, January the 8th at 9 p.m., Tuesday, January the 10th at 5 p.m., and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, at nktelco.com/sports. Jackson Center will move on after this win over Houston, and they will play Tuesday, January the 3rd against Covington, and then follow that up on Thursday, January the 5th, in a home game against Russia. Those are the next two up for the Tigers. The Wildcats, on the other hand, they will continue on the road. They'll play Thursday, January the 5th at Fairlawn. And then they'll have a non-league contest on Saturday, January the 7th at New Knoxville. So Fairlawn in league play next Thursday, and Saturday, January the 7th against New Knoxville. Houston now stands 3-8 and 1-5 in league play. And our final look at our stats tonight, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA, and nice win for the Jackson Center Tigers. How many players did the Tigers have in double figures?
Well, the Tigers did score 3 girls in double figures. Reichert with 17, 11 from Presley Reese, 11 from Macy Kluffenstein. Good balanced scoring from all kind of phases of their game. But before we get into more detail with that, we'll look at the total game stats here, and that will go like this. For the Houston Wildcats, 12 of 42 from two-point shooting, 1 of 4 three-point shooting, a total of 13 of 46 from the field for the Wildcats. For the Tigers, 16 of 42. So each team shot 42 two-pointers. Houston made 12. Jackson Center made 16. Jackson Center 2 of 7 from three-point range. So the Tigers finished the game 18 of 49 from the field. Free throw shooting, Houston 2 of 6. Jackson Center a very good 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Rebounding, the Wildcats had 27 rebounds. Jackson Center had 37 rebounds. Turnovers, Houston committed 11, and Jackson Center had just 7 turnovers. A good job by the Tigers taking care of the basketball. Scoring for the Wildcats, their leading scorer, Katie Meyer, the junior, does finish the game with 10 points, 8 of those coming in the second half. Also 8 from Taylor Maxwell, 5 from Emily Earl, 3 from Lauren Krim, 2 from McKenna Vondenheuvel, and 1 from Olivia Burke, so a total of 29 for Jackson Center. As I said earlier, 3 players in double figures. Reichert, McKinley with 17, and then 11 apiece from Macy Kluffenstein and Presley Reese, 7 from Addie Biederman, and 2 from Kendall Reese. Their total of 48.
And that leads us to our NKTelco player of the game. And
well, she wasn't the leading scorer, but we mentioned her name a lot, and it usually came in the form of maybe a rebound or, more importantly, some great passing. And that's going to go to the sophomore number 10, Presley Reese, tonight. She does finish with 11 points, but boy, she made some beautiful passes in that third quarter. There was really back-to-back good passes, helped her team get some momentum and make the lead bigger, but a number of assists. She did great defense on Katie Meyer throughout much of the game. Meyer did get some points near the end, but Presley Reese not only played the best offensive player on Houston's team, but also handled the ball 95% against the Tigers, or for the Tigers. I don't know if she had a turnover, but the passing really caught my eye, and congratulations to number 10, Presley Reese, our NKTelco player of the game.
Big-time performance by the sophomore, Presley Reese. Like you said, those 2 passes that we saw in the second half, they're about as good as it can get. So that's going to wrap it up for us here as Jackson Center comes away with win number 6. They match last year's total, and they move on. And nice win for the Jackson Center Tigers. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me tonight, Jeff Henchen. You have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.